Well, hello there. As promised a while ago, I'm going to do more of a fun video than a serious tutorial. So, Minmus is very small, and as you can see, I have a bit of a problem. I'm approaching Minmus, but I'm on a suborbital trajectory, that is, I'm going to hit the surface. I have no fuel, no oxidizer, and for whatever reason, I've entirely lost control of my ship. Of course, this is all entirely simulated, but you get the point. So I throttle, nothing happens, etc. So I need to save this Kerbal somehow. So what am I going to do? I'm going to see if I can land entirely with the MMU. Now, as far as our trajectory here, we escaped Kerbal, or rather we boosted out of Kerbal, and we transferred to an orbit which would allow me to land on Minmus here. But obviously that's going to be a little more of a challenge than we thought. But not all is lost. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Abandon our nice little capsule there. Now let's just wait. Let's see if we can get a little closer to Minmus. Now, we already lost a little delta V getting thrown off the single transport, as you can see there. We see, yes, you see the various debris from the accident over there, actually. Let's see what we can do about this. There's nothing a ship can do. But let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and get out of this. I'm going to activate my jetpack with R. Let's see if I can slow down my descent any. Actually, I have an idea. There we go. Let's see if I can kill this velocity and this velocity. There we go. I'm going to straighten my path downwards. Alright? So what this allows me to do is this allows me to track my velocity entirely in terms of vertical velocity. Note the fact that I am falling pretty readily onto towards Minmus. Now I'm going to need to send something later to rescue this poor little guy. But let's go ahead and approach Minmus. Now it's probably a very good idea for me to start trying to burn off some of this velocity. Reduce my descent rate, that is. Now we don't want to go all the way to 0 right now, because remember, the MMU, the manned maneuvering unit that these Kerbals will use on an EVA, it's not entirely infinite. That is, it does have a defined amount of fuel that it can possibly use. Let's approach a little closer. Let's actually see if we can watch the lander crash while we wait for our Kerbal, our unfortunate Kerbal, sorry. Or rather, our Kerbal, which is much more fortunate than this spacecraft. Just to give you an idea of what would have happened if he had stayed in the spacecraft, we're going to go ahead and watch what he just jumped out of, which, fortunately, isn't spinning anymore. For whatever reason, it seems to have stopped spinning. Let's zoom out a little bit and just observe what happens to this capsule that he was formerly stuck in. Now, this is why we jumped. Because no matter what we did, because we had no delta V, or rather no fuel left in that capsule, we couldn't do anything about that. But let's go ahead and go back to Shepming Kerman. Let's go ahead and let him reorient himself. There we go. Let him get a little further down here. There we go. I'm pretty happy with this. Now let's burn off some of that speed. I'll be pretty happy if he survives. He may survive, he may not survive. I haven't done this before. Well, I've somewhat done this before. I've jumped out the window in the middle of a landing that wasn't going to go right before, but that was an entirely separate issue. Let's go ahead and get a little closer to the ground. Let's do this again at I'm going to give it about 15,000. Okay. Burn off a little more of this. Get back to descent rate of about 10 as opposed to our indicator up here. At about 5,000, 6,000, I'm going to do this again and move to actually start descending. That is, go into my final landing. Which I may have to do that a little earlier because it looks like we've got some particularly large mountains of Minmus here. Here, I'll watch it from this perspective. Alright, yeah, we need to start killing this speed. There we go. Let's get a little closer to the ground there. Let's go ahead and burn that off. Reorient ourselves. Alright, get a little closer to the ground again. And here we are. I'm actually liking this descent. What's really going to be critical here is whether I run out of jetpack fuel or not. Let's go ahead and kill a lot of that vertical force. I cannot accelerate anymore because I'm below 3,000. That's a-okay with me. Just see what direction I'm heading here. That looks about right. Let's see what I can do about that. Reduce that. This looks about right. I'm pretty happy with this. Looks like I'm out of fuel, so let's go ahead and see if he survives. Bit of a pro tip, he's probably not going to survive. He might. He might go splat. No, up! Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. Put away the MMU. Alright. We have landed a Kerbal on Minmus. A little bit of a scare there. I just thought I'd throw a fun video at you guys. I might do another video later rescuing this guy. He's got no Delta V left in his pack. He's got no fuel. He's on the exact opposite side of Minmus as the base. This might be an interesting one. There's also the fact that the terrain's a little rough. What I might do is I might see if I can land him some sort of rover or something, or just something he can use to get back to the base and fly back. Alright, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, yell at me, send me messages, suggest things you want me to do, even if you want me to do something stupid. Wow, I can't believe we pulled that one off.